In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Yeah, the tragic extent of my failings is I'm being Darkest Dungeon. Welcome back, folks. I'm here with Iron Chitlin, as usual.
Oh, you got a flagellant. That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, about that. I recently did a info post detailing the entire town. And in one detail, I noticed that I said you cannot get addicted to flagellation. I was wrong.
You totally can. That was...
Well, the Wikipedia I was using is stupid, so... So, first and foremost, get the fuck in there, Reynold. And who's our new recruit today? Ooh, it's a leper.
Nice.
And I am very, very proud to announce that the dice were kind.
All one and the same.
That's pretty good.
Please welcome to the stage, Leppy Granola.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yep. The leper is actually one of the most popular people in the most popular things in the recruiting process. Everybody wants to be a leper. I had to roll a d12 to determine who gets to be the leper, and it's Skippy Granola.
How exactly does your name choosing process work?
Well, originally I said everybody has to input 3 people, and I'll go with that just in case, like, say somebody doesn't get a choice. But this is a very popular thing to where I have somewhere around 60 recruits for this video. So at this point, I just said your first choice is your choice, and then I just roll a fucking dice to determine it. Like, if something has 3 choices, I just roll a d6 divided by 2. If it's like something like a fucking situation where the leper has 11 choices, I roll a d12 and a 1 says fucking roll again.
God.
If it's a d4, I roll a d8 and divide by 2 because I'm an asshole. Because d4s suck. Anyways, since we covered the Cove last time, it's only fair that we balance up things and show off the Warrens. Now,
naturally,
I don't quite know what a Warrens is. It looks like a mountainside cave, but it's also a sewer?
Yeah, it's basically just an extremely large sewer, is all it is. It's the sewer level of Darkest Dungeon.
Oh shit, you're right. It's a shame because this game doesn't have a train level to make it all fun. Damn it.
I didn't know train levels were considered fun.
I love train levels, dude.
I figured they were just elevator sections with a different with a different movement scheme.
No, you gotta find the right train segment. If you look at stuff like Turtles in Time, Killer's Dead, what was another good one? Oh, Shadows over Mystara. Those are good train segments. Those feel fun. And since Gluck Gluck was so good to us before, we're gonna use her again.
Alright. There's nothing wrong with bringing a, yeah...
Like, I feel like I should have brought...
What you call it to the Warrens?
I
can't think of the name.
Grave Robber.
That's it.
I'll just call him Knife Junkie, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what they are.
So... We're pretty much gonna see why I don't like the leper in this episode, but also...
How could you not like the leper? The leper is amazing and great.
Oh, I'll show you once we get in there, but we actually do have a way to offset his downcomings, but I just don't really like the leper. Sorry, Skippy. However, we do have something to subvert his one of his downsides. We have a book that gives us 4 accuracy.
Yeah, that's a little helpful.
Yeah. That brings him up from a base accuracy of 75 to 79, which is serviceable. However, I will say this, I never run a leper without revenge.
That's the self-buff?
As the self-buff that increases damage, crit rate, and most importantly, accuracy to a stupid degree. My preparation is a little long-winded here just because the Warrens, quite frankly, scares me.
I don't know why. I've never understood why you hate the Warrens so much.
It is rife with disease, and the enemies there are pretty damn annoying. 2 of them in particular.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
But the diseases is the most debilitating thing. Like, on a normal run, when you actually get your operations up and running, you could get anywhere between 2 to 3 diseases at a time down here. This place sucks.
You could get 2 to 3 diseases in a single fight in the Warrens.
Yeah. So, here's our first fight. 2 bugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's take a look at Xander.
Another one falls.
Good job, buddy. Now let's dare to compare the Leper. Actually, no, wait. This one is fine. It's the next fight. So this is the good side of the Leper. The Leper has a idiotic damage range, the highest damage potential in the game just from raw damage, and they can self-buff their damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Shankle, he actually told me how to pronounce his name, thank you.
Yes.
He, has Hylomania. She has Hylomania. That's not bad. I actually think that's a good negative trait because it prevents me from doing extra clicks.
I mean, if that's a problem for you, sure.
It's speedrun strats. Speedrun strats.
I'd fucking love to see a speedrun of Darkest Dungeon.
There's been rumors. People have been saying that the best way to speedrun Darkest Dungeon is how fast you could get to the Necromancer.
There's so much of the game left after the Necromancer, though.
It's such a long game, though. Like, 100% run is anywhere between 60 to 70 hours. You're up to bat, Skippy! Show me what for! Prove me wrong! Fuck!
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that these spiders also have a 15 dodge.
Yeah, it's just... base accuracy 75%. When it's a linear comparison of dodge removes accuracy, the Leper has a hard time dealing with anything that is not a fellow HP tank. So anything like, say, Cultist Brawlers, Cultist Sorcerers, Spiders, I believe the Gargoyles later on have high evasion, some of the bosses. A lot of enemies have decent evasion, and then once that happens, unless you're revving up a Leper. I keep wanting to call it an Executioner. Unless you rev up the Leper, you really don't get a good hit rate out of him. Which is why I take Revenge, because Revenge gives you anywhere between 10 to 15 accuracy. That makes them serviceable. But it also takes a turn, which makes them slow.
Lepers get a lot better once you upgrade their weapon, which I believe also increases their accuracy. Mm-hmm. Or no, their skills increase accuracy. The weapon increases speed. That's right.
Yeah. Now, here's a quick thing. Scrolls are great.
Oh yes.
Because for the low price of a torch, you remove any negative quirk. That is my primary reason for going to the Warrens. Do go on.
But there are several trinkets for the Leper that allow him to just offset his accuracy debuff entirely, and that makes him probably the best class in the game.
Yes,
at least as far as pure damage dealing. He
does get a bracelet that gives him 8 accuracy, which does make him pretty good. But until then, oof.
It's a little rough starting out, yeah. And these guys will disease the hell out of you.
Yeah, welcome to hell. Luckily, Valuetown, USA. Thank you, Occultist.
Destroy them all.
Now because of this LP, I've been thinking about this game a lot in my downtime, and I've had this weird thought in my head. You could stack buffs up to 3 times before they start losing their potency, and I just kind of had a crazy thought in my head. Motorcycle Rev the Leper 3 times while a Plague Doctor buffs his damage as well. I have to try this someday.
You could bring 2 Plague Doctors and buff them up even further.
Yeah! Vestal, 2 Plague Doctors, and the Leper? I want to see where this goes. This might have to be one of those dumb challenge missions, those dumb alternate builds I run. Whew,
yeah.
That'll be silly. Because, at base value for the Leper, you get 25% out of Revenge, so times 3, that's 75%. You also get 25% out of a Plague Doctor, so that's another 75%. So with what you detailed, that would be 255% damage on a Leper, one swing. Ooh boy. I want to see where that goes. I want to see Leper swing for the fences. Get him, Casey. But yeah, the big issue about these guys is that the Pig Drummer marks you, and he also reduces both your protection and your dodge, which kind of hurts. But the big issue is these guys. They can attack anywhere, they deal damage, they also disease and blight you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad on their own, but when they come in packs of like 2 or 3, wow. Hope you like rabies.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's like diseases they can't infect you with, but I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything from those guys.
Yeah. Oh yes, you get tapeworm, rabies, black plague,
Oh yeah.
red plague, the worries, the runs, ugh, spotted fever. Fuck this place.
Why do we ever come to the sewer?
Why do we come here? Oh right, to burn a scroll so we can't be an asshole. Because I want to save money. You would think, why don't you just go to the cove? You could remove a negative quirk too. Fish people. Just imagine this. Just imagine me dressed as the fucking ancestor saying, "Fish people."
That's a fan art challenge right there. Anyway, so
it's a fucking cultist fight. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not impressive. Even so, more so that we surprised them. They ain't got shit. Also, since I motorcycle rev Skippy, get the fuck out.
Are cultists the only enemies in the game that appear in every region?
Nope. You could, in every area, you could fight cultists, bandits, spiders, and later on, the ghoul. By the way,
I didn't even think about the ghoul. Yeah.
Skippy has a 30% damage buff.
Until camp, which you can't camp, so it's wonderful.
Also, that was possibly the best book outcome. This made things a little darker. Woo, give me a torch. Yeah, this is why I try to have high torch value whenever entering a big room. Because the surprise modifier gets huge. Also, wow, Xander's crit rate, 18%. What?
What did you do to him?
I don't know, I never noticed that.
Huh. That seems high for an occultist.
Especially since he's not fighting Eldritch.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have +3 melee skills.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
You know, my inventory is not quite full yet.
Yeah, you're not exactly in bad shape here. Just go on. Get more loot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but I'm hungry.
Well, I mean, that's gonna happen.
Man, I wouldn't want to eat down here, quite frankly, because I feel like the air itself would give you some kind of rare disease. Now, I don't know if I do it here, but we're going to see a strategy that might frustrate you, Chitlin.
What did you do?
Oh. First off, I'm hoping to get rid of Mercurial. Of course not.
Yeah. Well, at least you can go to church again.
Dear Lord, I'm sorry I stole from all the dead people, but they're not using their clothes anymore. Also, she's bloodthirsty now, which is not quite frankly bad, but it could result in some stupid things happening. Oh, I don't do it. Okay. Normally, under these circumstances, I would walk backwards and dodge the fight entirely.
Why?
Because I'm a big baby. But I'm feeling pretty good here. By the way, here's a pretty good skill on the Leper. Probably one of their best skills. Intimidate reduces damage by 30% base. So you could just say, you're doing 1/3 less damage. Get the fuck out of here.
really good for one particular boss that may or may not be in this region.
Are you talking about the big guy or the blob?
I'm talking about the big guy.
Really? I never thought to use him, quite frankly, because I found another way to cheese him quite recently, too.
God, the fact that you brought no holy water really shows in this.
I know, right? It's really annoying.
Really? You don't want your 8 stress removed?
The only person I'm going to use to disable that trap is the grave robber, and she has no stress. She's very relaxed.
And she's having a great time.
I don't see what's wrong around here. It's a nice place. I love the skulls. But yeah, this was a very tame Warrens run. I'm actually a little disappointed because we didn't see the 2 Class A assholes that I hate facing.
Their squeals fade.
Oh, there's a lot more Warrens runs to come.
Shaken.
Yeah. We also get to see the ups and downs of Leppy Granola. Since we have a accuracy mod, though, I might use them more often, because oddly enough, on my personal file, I'm at week 60. I don't have that book. I don't have the wristband for the leper.
Wow. Okay.
Next time, I believe I'm going to start trying to get to the first boss, and we get another very overpowered character.
Oh, I can't wait.